Okay, class, moving on to the next chapter. We're going to be talking about the Roman Empire. So, Rome wasn't built in a day, much like my relationship. It's built along a really long time of just hard work and dedication from, you know, the parties involved. And then, just like the Roman Empire, it just all seems to crumble away so quickly, and you're just left wondering how and why. Why? Anyway, like I was saying, the Roman Empire, very, very important and historic moment in history, can really show us a lot about the future. And the future is something that I have really had to reconsider ever since my divorce with Rhonda. It's just I don't know, just nothing seems as bright anymore. You know what I mean, class? Yeah. Jim, you went through a breakup. All right, fine then. You're no fun. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, sorry. I should really stay on topic. I know that apparently last semester I traumatized the class with my unhealthy coping mechanisms, and the dean came down and talked to me about it. But the dean, what does he know? The guy's he's a poser. He acts like an academic, but he's not. He didn't even go to like a good school. Yeah. He went to Yale. Ooh, look at me. I'm an Ivy League professor, and now I'm a dean. I didn't go to Yale. You guys all know that. I didn't go here either. No. I went to the University of American Samoa. Yeah, you might have heard of it. A little place with notable alumni such as James McGill, a very, very respected lawyer. Okay, he's actually my lawyer. Yeah. So, yeah, he's my, he was just my regular lawyer, but then I needed a divorce lawyer. Once that whole deal started, going down. Yeah, it's just. Did you know that someone can claim custody over a pet? It's my pet. It's my dog. My dog, Snuggles. Yeah, well, I got him from the pound, a couple of years back. Well, we got him together, me and Rhonda. And, I raised that dog, basically. She was always off at work and hanging out with her personal trainer, Ricardo. But I was at home when our little baby needed medicine. I was the one who was hand feeding it to him, not her. I'm sure she was probably doing some hand feeding too. Hand feeding cherries into Ricardo's mouth. That guy sucks. Have I told you all about Ricardo? Yeah, personal trainer. God, Ricardo, he really gets under my skin, that guy. 6'4", six-pack abs, beautiful flowing hair. Oh, and he plays guitar. Cool, good for you, dude. Well, maybe I would have also learned how to play guitar if I wasn't so busy becoming a professor. Studious professor. I have a real job, okay? I don't just teach people how to move heavy stuff and look all sexy while doing it. Anyway, jobs. It's like, yeah, I guess this is a real job. I mean, it's not like I really wanted to do this anyway. I mean, I'm sure you all know. Like, how many of you actually want to be professors? Put your hand down, Taylor. You'll never be good enough. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to be a field historian, creating archives of my own, but here I am, teaching you kids. Not like my brother, though. He's the doctor. Ooh, Dr. Jenkins. Good for him. Yeah, Mom always did like him best. She said that I was wasting my time looking in the past, checking out history, but, I can pass on that to you all. And what does my brother do? Dr. Jenkins, all he does is, save lives, I guess. But that's only he maybe saves 10 people a year. But me, if you really think about it, I'm saving all of you each and every day. I'm saving your lives from being uneducated. And, when you really think about it, I have done more good for just society in general than my brother. Yeah. Plus he's balding too, so there's that. Okay, I wanted to go over, before we get into the Roman Empire stuff, I need to talk about your grades. So the class average was a 16%, and I will not be curving the exam because it was perfectly designed and not, it's not my fault that you guys didn't pay attention, and so hopefully you guys will learn from this, and next time you'll do better and pay attention to the hard work that I'm putting into all these lectures as well as all of these exams, because they really are well designed. If you would just pay attention, then you would see that there's a lot of opportunity to learn in these classes. It's just that you're not taking the time to really apply yourselves. Yeah. And you know who else really just didn't take the time to appreciate the work that I was putting in was Rhonda. It's just, she just never seemed to care when I would clean up the house, or just maybe sometimes I would cook a nice meal. Well, there was that one time where I almost burnt down the kitchen, but it's the thought that counts. Wouldn't you all agree? It really is the thought that counts. And I thought that we were going to be together forever, and clearly that just wasn't the case. Was not the case at all. Let's see, anything else before we move on to the next chapter? Well, speaking of moving on, I have totally moved on, okay? I know that it may seem like I'm still sentimental about Rhonda and, the life that we used to share together, but that's not the case. It's, I have entirely moved on. I'm actually thriving. I may not have showered in the past couple of days, but that's just because I've been so busy getting out there and meeting people and having interactions, making new friends. The garbage man, every time he comes to my house and picks up my trash, I always talk to him, and I know that and he always tries to leave the conversations early or just end them as quickly as possible, but I know that he's just doing that because he is trying to be good at his job, and I really respect somebody who's professional like that, and is good at their job and doesn't let unprofessionalism seep into their work ethic. But he always just, it's like a little joke now that he pretends like he doesn't like me, and he will end the conversation early, one word answers, and I just keep asking questions, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's a really good guy. I should ask him if he wants to maybe go get a beer or something at the pub later. Totally cool. I bet he'll say yeah, and maybe he'll bring a pretty friend. Yeah. but if I am being honest, I do find it difficult to broach the topic of thinking about other women in that way. It's just, I've moved on. I've moved on entirely, but it's just that, every time I try to make lunch for somebody else in my head, I end up thinking about her, and it is just, it's more so because I'm worried about her. I'm worried that she's not moved on, like, I know I'm worried about her, and Ricardo, because yeah, she's with Ricardo and she says she's like the happiest she's ever been, and that he really listens and cares about her, and he's handsome, whatever. But I feel like I can really see, like, through that whole charade, and I just know that Ricardo, he's trouble. Like, how can somebody just like be, like, amazingly handsome, makes a lot of money doing his personal training, because he works with like famous people, and he's always giving back to the community. What a poser. Yeah, and she won't shut up about how good he is with animals and kids. I'm good with kids, right? You guys all like me, right? Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Right. Anyway, we're having a quiz next class. It's going to be on chapters 1 all the way through 37, and it will be worth 45% of your grade. Yeah, no, I know I didn't tell you about it. It's a pop quiz. Yeah, okay, well, I'm giving you an entire night to study. So you better make use of it, because I could have not been so gracious. Okay, so you need to all, like, be thankful for me. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Moving on. Anything else? Anything else that I need to cover before we move on to? Oh wait, these aren't even my class notes. These are my divorce papers. Yeah, no, I haven't signed them yet, but that's that's just because I, like, what do I really need to sign them already? Because, like, I feel like this whole Ricardo thing really is just a phase, and like, while I have moved on, and I feel like she definitely hasn't moved on. So when she comes, crawling back to me, I just want to be able to, have that as an option, because I definitely see it coming, and maybe she can convince me to go back to her, and just, I can pick up my life where it was. Yeah, it'd be like a pretty big shame for all the women that I've been, talking to since being back on the market. But it's that's just how it goes when you're a real ladies man, like me. Yeah, honestly, what does she even see in Ricardo? That guy sucks. His hair's not even that good. Any of you guys have relationship issues going on right now? Anyone want to share? No? You don't want to share? It feels strange sharing in front of a classroom of who are basically strangers. I mean, it's not that weird. I think it's honestly pretty helpful. And honestly, I think you are all benefiting from listening to me, tell you about these life experiences, because, you're all still so young. I remember when I was young. Now I'm almost 40, and it's just all falling apart. It's like, why? Well, what did I do to deserve this? I really am the victim in all this, and I hope you can all see that, and I hope you can all appreciate that, and and because of that, maybe just keep keep our little talks to ourselves, to just in this classroom, please. I really don't want the dean getting involved again. I think he really just doesn't understand the connection that we're all building here. You guys know what I mean. Timothy, Janet, you guys know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Note to self, fail Timothy. What? No, nothing. Anyway, yeah, we can finally move on to the Roman Empire, because this is actually a very important topic, and it will be worth a significant portion of your grade. So it's really important that we cover all this before next class, because it will be on your quiz. Well, I guess that's time. I hope you guys all study. You guys are fine. Just just find some resources online and study all the material that we were supposed to go over today on your own time. Cool. Yeah, just do that all on your own time. Yeah. No, I'm sure you guys had nothing better to do anyway. Great. If you guys don't do well on this next quiz, I will take it personally, and it will reflect poorly on your grade, and you will fail. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming into class today. I'll see you all at our next class.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Recording a video.
I thought so. I'll just,
I'm playing a professor.
a sexy man?
No. The bit is I overshare and make everyone uncomfortable.
You're just yourself?
That's not.
Fucking weirdo?
That's not the case. That's not true.
That's not the case. Put me on there. This is one of his students. He's really fucking weird. He always creeps me the fuck out.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah, are you gonna put it in?
I'll find a way to put it in.